Flight boss, bitch. You know, for sure. You're now listening to the Mind of an Aries Moon. Flight boss, the Archangel Uriel. And Dolo here to carry out God duties and motherfucking responsibilities. And right now, we're going to start off the motherfucking week. It's Monday. You know what I'm saying? December motherfucking 4th. And we're going to talk about what the fuck is going on in the motherfucking stars right now. So, the sun is a motherfucking Sagittarius. So look, this is people's actions. Matter of fact, happy birthdays to all my fucking Sagittariuses. You know what I'm saying? We 12 days in, 12, 13 days in. My motherfucking bad. Happy birthday to all my happy flight day to all my motherfucking Sagittariuses. You know what I'm saying? Because you know, when the sun is in Sagittarius, the sun represents your actions, how you see things, what you're consciously aware of, your viewpoints. You see what I'm saying? So, when the sun is in Sagittarius, this being that we in right now is consciously aware of spirit. You know what I'm saying? Metaphysics, religion, spirituality, broad ways of looking at the world. You know what I'm saying? And when Sagittarius is mutable fire, being mutable, being able to adapt to its own or other people's ways of seeing and feeling, because it's fire. You see what I'm saying? So feelings don't have a sight. So when you give it a location, you give it a place, a person, look, or a situation, it becomes a vision and it becomes imagination. So everybody are consciously aware of their imaginations right now, and their actions is to see other people's viewpoints, to see other people's actions, to see how other people see things, how other people feel about things, and come to a broad conclusion on what we all consciously aware of, how we all act, all our actions, how we all see things. And a lot of times this is going to be built around a person's morals, a person's philosophy, a person's imagination, or a person's creativity, or a person's visions. You see what I'm saying? So this is dealing with wisdom right now. Everybody are in search and acting on wisdom right now. Acting on gaining certain knowledge and gaining certain wisdom. You see what I'm saying? Now, the moon is in Gemini, so the moon is opposite. The moon getting ready to slide up out of Gemini today, though. So get ready for the moon to go into Cancer. Get ready for the little bit of cusp energy today. You know what I'm saying? With Gemini being in Cancer. With Gemini and Cancer, with the moon. Because the moon, you know what I'm saying, this is the energetic force and the vibrations of the being that you in is going through right now. So how the being that you in is feeling, you know what I'm saying, it feel comfortable with communicating and analyzing based upon other people's ways of thinking and other people's ways of communicating. So it's curious. It's trying to be a jack of all trades. You see what I'm saying? It's trying to get into areas that it doesn't necessarily need to be in. Same way what I just did when I drank my energy and spirit talking to men lost in words. But at the same time, they're not going to be able to get this, yet they still wake up every day and celebrate their goddamn birthday. And if they don't celebrate their goddamn birthday, they know that that day is their goddamn birthday. And then they know that because the fucking day it is. And they know what day it is because of fucking celestial body. So they still presupposing a fucking astrology. Motherfucker. And then at the same time, you know, we're gonna get into this point where we're in a situation where today, the moon feel comfortable. So everybody to a certain degree is Gemini, mutable air, being mutable and being able to adapt to his own or other people's ways of thinking and communicating. So everybody jumping in the vibration of seeing other people's out views, seeing how other people think, being curious in how other people carry out instructions, how other people do things, how other people, you know what I'm saying, come to conclusions and build on ideas and relating them to others in some type of way. And coming up with a broad perspective on communicating and analyzing in general. But then it's going to add that little Cancer there, so a little bit of emotions and vibrations is going to be involved with these words. So you know what I'm saying? Try not to be in a fucked up vibrational state, because whatever you're thinking about and analyzing and trying to communicate is going to come out in an emotional way. It may come out kind of moody, or it may come out filtered with a lot of your feelings involved with it. So when someone else pick up the frequency of your wording, they're picking up the vibration also, the baggage that you're carrying with it. So even if you're harboring over emotions and feelings that's not catered towards certain people, the moment you spit your words out at a person who don't deserve it, they may pick that essence up. So you have to be careful about your energy vibrations right now when the moon's sliding into Cancer. But for the most part, the moon loves being in Cancer. So it's gonna drive everybody to be in a comfortable state, because that's where the being we in right now, the energy flow that's going on wants to be carried out. It wants to be in a comfortable energy, a relaxing energy, energy dealing with family, or energy dealing with nurturing and caring, even if it's about caring about the wrong shit or caring about the right shit. As long as you got caring in it, you know what I'm saying? Cancers know all about that. You know what I'm saying? So that's when the moon is going in there. So, you know, just the best way you can relate your moon to today's moon, that's the best way you can get it. You see what I'm saying? So you still got a little bit of time, but it's cuspy still. It's cuspy, but it's just we're sliding up out of the Gemini. So we're sliding out of feeling comfortable with trying to talk to everybody and communicate with everybody. And now we're getting a little bit more private, a little bit more homey, a little bit more, you know what I'm saying, comfortable. You know what I'm saying? So anything that plays out with our reactions and the way we respond, we need to make sure that it's going to put us in a comfortable state. If not, you're going against the energetic forces of today, and you're going to end up experiencing situations that's not comfortable. So, you know, Mercury in Sagittarius, and it's sliding up. It's in retrograde. So when we talk about retrograde, now Mercury retrograde is moving. It appears to be moving backwards. So it's going to bring a lot of past things, past ideas that you want to do. You know what I'm saying? Past communications with other people, or bringing up, or people communicating about you, about something you have done in the past or something like that. Also, past informations, you being curious about things that you may have stumbled over in the past. You're not looking at certain details and things of that nature. You know, retrograde is putting things of like thinking capabilities and analyzing backwards. Like you may think you got something all the way set up, but Mercury in retrograde will show you that you may have missed certain details, or same way the debate I just had. See, they put the video, they thought I was going to come on their channel talking about astrology, and they thought I was a naive person to be like, oh, you an Aquarius? Oh, so, no, this is what it mean. Oh, you a Virgo? Oh, this is what... Dude even start bringing up houses and shit like that. Listen, I don't give a fuck about y'all zodiac. I don't give a fuck about what y'all think about it. Only thing I give a fuck about is, you gonna presuppose, motherfucker? or you talk about a world in your figment of imagination. And all this correlates because today Mercury is in Sagittarius. Now, thinking, analyzing, and communicating is based upon other people's worldviews, other people's spiritualities, religions, other people's broad philosophical point of view of things, right? Because Sagittarius is immutable fire. Be immutable and being able to adapt to your own or other people's ways of seeing and feeling. Now, when you got Mercury here, Mercury don't like to be here. So instead of Mercury analyzing and actually looking at the details and being curious about what's actually coming from this information course, it actually has to force itself to understand what's the meaning or reason we having this information, we having this communication in the first place. What's the broad perspective of this in the first place? So with with Mercury being in Sagittarius, this is where everybody ideas and thoughts on right now. The broad philosophical points of views of looking at the world, religion, spirituality, other people's viewpoints, and expressions and things of that nature. But it's sliding into Capricorn because it's on the cusp, and it's on the cusp right now. So a lot of people want to bring their ideas, thoughts about philosophy, spirituality, religion, mysticism, occult, astrology, and people wanting to bring that into reality. And Capricorn sets the blueprint. So it's the earth that's not yet physical. You see what I'm saying? It drew the physical shape, it drew the blueprint of the shape and form before Taurus built it and before Virgo analyzes it. So you know what I'm saying? So when you talk about it sliding into Capricorn, it's a cusp. So this is what people actually doing now. They actually bringing this into reality. Same way, that's why y'all even see me have a debate based upon someone else's worldview. Someone's worldview I'd never be in, right? But like I said, Sagittarius is seeing other people's viewpoints, right? And then Capricorn, the Capricorn in the Mercury aspect of it made me take the computer, or made me take some type of stability or foundation in order to present this in some type of way in reality. You know what I'm saying? Because earth signs represents reality. So at the same time, you know, this is that Sagittarius Capricorn energy that's going on with Mercury, and also Mercury is in retrograde. So it's making you do all that in a past tense way, in a way of ideas and thoughts and communication styles that you have wanted to use previously, or things that's coming back up in your life that you may have, you know what I'm saying, not really cared about as far, and you're wanting to learn more about it. You may have seen it before, but now you want to learn more about it. Now, Venus is in Sagittarius also. So the way they love, appreciate, value, and how they relate to others, especially this being we in, is in Sagittarius. So I want you to love, appreciate, value, and relate to philosophy. You know what I'm saying? Broad philosophical ways of looking at things, your visions, other people's visions, what you're consciously aware of. You know what I'm saying? How you see things and how you feel. I want you to love and appreciate that. Now, don't dive too deep in that to the point that you can't coincide or compromise the way you appreciate and love and compromise with someone else. You know what I'm saying? Because it could do that. You'll start to love and appreciate and value your wisdom and your experiences to the point that you always want to escape and keep having experiences. And with Venus here, it could play out as in you doing that with your relationship. You want to escape your relationship because you feel like it's a cage and it's stopping you from experiencing. So be careful. Mars is still in Libra, so you know Mars still trying to apply its intent, willpower, passions, and motivations with other people's, compromise it with other people's intent, willpower, passions, and motivation. But you know what? Right here, teamwork makes the dream work, so that's the gift. You know, Jupiter's still in Scorpio. Now, let's talk about Mars and the Moon trining each other. Because Mars is 27 degrees Libra, Moon is 27 degrees Gemini. So they both getting ready to slide out, but they both trine each other. So a trine is a gift. So if we got the Moon and Mars trining, you know what I'm saying? Today, the emotional state and vibration, who this being is, and the emotional vibrations that's going on in the world that's affecting everybody's feelings and emotions, has the gift to be able to take that and plunge it into their intent, willpower, passions, motivations, and desires. So you may be emotionally comfortable with getting up and jumping into your passions, your motivations, your desires. So based upon your Mars and your Moon and how they're relating to today's Mars and Moons, make sure you utilize it the best way you can. You know, whether you square or oppose. Because for the most part, today trine is giving you the power and the gift to be able to take your intent, willpower, passions, and motivations and manifest them in some type of way. You know what I'm saying? Make it part of your life. Make it part of who you are. You start reacting to these things. And vice versa. Who you are, your reactions, and the things you respond to and your emotional vibrations can all go into your intent, willpower, passions, and desires. You know, Uranus is in Aries, so it's still opposed Mars. You know what I'm saying? So your intent, willpower, passions, and motivations and desires is at odds with other people's uniqueness and originality right now. And vice versa. Other people's uniqueness and originality is at odds with your desires, your passions, your willpowers. You know what I'm saying? So it may be a situation where there's going to be a rebellion, opposing, or changing in opinions when it comes to the aspects of Uranus and Mars. You know? Pluto is in Capricorn with sextiles Jupiter being in Scorpio. So when Pluto sextile Jupiter, what happens here is Pluto, transformative situations and power control issues, is going to witness opportunities to be placed in people's lives in some type of way, and for them to gain wisdom and knowledge from it, and for them to you know, add new meanings and reasonings to these things. And I'm gonna do a part 2 because this camera is about to drop off real quick. This camera is about to die, and I don't feel like running all the way in the other room to get the motherfucking cord. But you know, yeah, I'm just going over little basics. I'm seeing what I see from the most part. You know what I'm saying? Just looking at the actual planets. You know what I'm saying? I'm not reading. See what I'm saying? I'm not reading the descriptions. I'm just looking at it and coming with my own descriptions. But it correlates. Yeah, and that's about it. So just get ready for the moon, the moon being in motherfucking Cancer, and it's gonna end up trining Neptune. So your dreams, illusions, creativity, and imagination is gonna have the gift to be seen and be part of who you are, and you're gonna be able to react to your imagination. But make sure you're not reacting to any illusions, and make sure you're turning that dream and imagination into creativity. Flight boss, bitch. Goddamn ear, yee.